What's up, bro chachos? J-Pod here, bringing you another exciting episode of a Backwoods News Bite. And it is the Last of Us DLC edition of a Backwoods News Bite, because we're going to be talking about all things DLC. I'm going to go ahead and get started with this first story here over at SpawnFirst.com. It's a really good story. It's got some great information. The Last of Us DLC details. Moving on with the story here. If you were lucky enough to have a PlayStation 3 and play The Last of Us, you may either be ecstatic or upset by the latest news of DLC coming to the game. Previously, in an interview they had with Naughty Dog's Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley, quote, "I think the world is ripe for more stories, but as far as the journey Joel and Ellie goes on it, it ends with the game. We were very conscious that we didn't want to leave the story dangling. If we never do a sequel, we're okay with it because we told the story we needed to tell." Going on, however, this interview was translated wrong. Neil actually said this journey for Joel and Ellie is complete, referring to their journey with the Fireflies and the Cure. So that leaves, I don't know if you guys have heard so far, but out of the 3 DLC packs, the first one will be a single-player DLC. Okay, I'm getting the vibe that it's going to be a different story. Kind of like Joel and Ellie. I don't know how long it's going to be, but that's kind of what it's going to be. It might be able to tie up loose ends for the game. Maybe that's why they're releasing one episode of a single-player DLC, and the other 2 are going to be multiplayer. But moving on with the story here, it says Druckmann then talked about the return to Joel and Ellie being a, quote, all up in the air. Okay, but then stating there are people in the studio that would love to come back to these characters. Sadly, though, they will only be returning to Joel and Ellie if the DLC sequel has something new and something meaningful to say. So, yeah, in other words, any of the Last of Us DLC will not involve Joel and Ellie. Instead, it will feature different characters. Naughty Dog is doing this as they want to, quote, to tell more about the characters. We're going to reveal more about the characters and around the world. Naughty Dog may return to both Joel and Ellie in the future, but for now, don't expect any DLC to expand their story. So this is good news, okay? Because I would like to see a different viewpoint, a different community of some kind. Are we going to go back as Tommy, maybe, and see how that community is doing? I mean, are we going to go back to Pittsburgh? Are we going to be maybe a story with Bill? You play as Bill. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would really like to go back to Lincoln City. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of stories there, but that would be really cool. Okay, but what do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Sound off. Let me know what kind of DLC single player that you are speculating about. What kind of story do you guys want to hear next? Moving on, the season pass and single player story DLC, the 3 DLC pack. Okay, because we know the first one is going to be a single-player DLC. Now, the other 2, this is exciting because we know confirmed, I know it confirmed, I've seen it everywhere, that it will be multiplayer incorporated. So, what I want to see, and this is all speculation, these are my thoughts, my theories, what I want to see, okay, are new game modes bundled with maybe some outfits or weapons, you know, don't do a DLC with just new maps. Okay, or don't do a DLC just of clothing or weapons. You guys get my drift? Do you guys agree? Wouldn't you want it bundled, like a little of everything? Especially if there's only 2, it doesn't really leave a lot of DLC. So, I mean, they got to be good. They got to be good. That's what I'm thinking. They're going to be really, really good. But some of the game modes that I wanted to speculate about, okay, are the 2v2, 2v2, okay? Let's talk about that. So that is something I would really like to see, is a game mode like that. I mean, it would really bring people out of their elements. They would really have to, utilize team tactics on a smaller scale, which I think would really bring some interesting gameplay out. I really think so. And, you know, another game mode is the infected wave after wave. Because you remember, you know, Uncharted 3 had an awesome game mode of the co-op there. And it would be cool to see 4 players, okay, take on 10 waves of infected. I mean, the last wave would like have a dozen bloaters and, 50 stalkers running around. But yeah, I think those would be a couple of really cool game modes that I would really get excited about if it was confirmed or promoted. That was a good shot. Handle that shit, Slim. But yeah, that's another thing. Real quick, kind of off topic. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Lamo. He's a new guy. Came in with there he is right there. Gears in the house, and Dookie Deuce as always. I mean, he's always there to provide great team play, and they're along to provide awesome gameplay too, because he makes it happen. But yeah, moving on. Haven't really thought of any other real game modes besides those two. I mean, the Infected and the 2v2v2. But yeah, what do you guys think? Other game modes. I mean, sound off below. Let me know what you guys think. You guys got any good suggestions? And here's a total fail. For some reason, I thought I had a machete. I don't know why, but that's the only reason I jumped out of there and tried that. And yeah, fail boat on J-Pod's part. That's official. Yeah, let me know what kind of game modes that you guys are wanting to see. What you guys are excited about. And bring some elements from Uncharted 3, or Uncharted 2. Get creative. I mean, because I don't know what these guys are going to do. I mean, are they going to provide like a plunder mode? Do you guys remember that? Where you got to carry the idol, and plant it in a box. That would be kind of cool. I don't know. Let's talk about it. What do you guys think? Okay, so time to wrap it up with this quick story about the patch. I got some patch notes here for you, and my favorite part is they changed the sex hotline. If you guys haven't seen my porn hotlines discovered video, go check it out. And if you're new to any of my content, be sure to go and scour my channel. I got a lot of really good content from different games. And check it out. But yeah, that video, they fixed that. Okay, single player texture of a phone number on a bulletin board has been changed. Moving along with the patch notes, multiplayer on the technical side, host migration has been improved. Losing connection to host during a migration should occur less often. And speaking of this, I just finished a match with Dookie and them. And yeah, I got booted. It kind of pissed me off. But moving on, general cache when leaving multiplayer is fixed. Intro camera fix for some introductory cutscenes. Connectivity issues while playing have been tuned. And last, if you disconnect or lose connection to the host, you will no longer advance a clan day. You only advance a day if you are kicked from the match or exit through the menu. And on the patch notes for the gameplay side, Explosion Expert Level 2 should be selectable now. That's good because that was annoying for me. The voting time for match selection has been reduced to 15 seconds. Fantastic. And no party playlist options have been added to both Supply Raid and Survivors. Players can now join the playlist solo. And last, melee against a down character now uses the same range as normal melee. So that's some patch notes for this first patch here, and I'm excited about the no party patch because if you're playing by yourself, you don't feel like you're getting in a room with a bunch of 37s that are all in a party. You know what I mean? They're working together, they're playing the objective, and you're gonna get your ass kicked. Here's an awesome shiv. Go to sleep. But yeah, with that no party. That's really cool, and you can only do it by yourself. You can't do it with your party, because naturally you can't do it. But yeah, that's really cool how they implemented that, so you can feel like you're not being teamed up on, by people who work together, and that they're synced up, they're synchronized, and that's kind of nice. Makes it random for everybody, makes it fair, especially with team balancing. Because if you join into a room, say all four of your buddies, because there's this many times that this has happened to us, where for some reason on the other side, 37 to 38, a 4 and a 7, it's just like shit, man. And it's a clutch gameplay every time. We roll down to the nitty gritty. I mean, it gets close, like you see in this gameplay here. I mean, it got close there for a while, but we're taking back. We're taking it back, and we're going to finish it off. Yeah. Wrapping it up, if you guys enjoyed this gameplay, please drop me a like on this video. It's so simple to do. Just hit that little like button. Just go hit it right now. Thank you so much. Okay, I appreciate that. That really helps out the channel. It really does. You guys don't even know. But yeah, it's time to get out of here. It's time to wrap it up. I got things to do. And here's a sweet machete moment from J-Pod. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much, man, for watching. Please share on your Facebook. Get the word out, man. You know, DLC is going to be here soon, but not soon enough. That's another thing. It's not going to be here for a while. Okay? That's not confirmed, but we'll find out something soon. And once I do find out, you guys will be the first to know. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on another exciting episode of a Backwoods News Bite. I'll see you guys before you know it. Thank you so much. Peace out, and enjoy the rest of this gameplay. You know, I'm going to go ahead and put this guy on the ground here. It's they always run. It always seems like they run. But yeah, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Peace out.
Hold on. I got you. I can patch you up.